Hi everyone, welcome to this week's video. As you know, my name is Su Patel and I am all about love, joy and more abundance in every area of our life. So thank you for being here. Let's talk today about self-care equals self-worth. So many people think that self-care is, it's selfish to make time for yourself. It's selfish to take yourself away from the family to do something for yourself. And we feel like that because we've spent so much time in our lives, with our mums who have always been about other people, and it's amazing that they have been about other people. They're love, they're nurturing, will always be appreciated. And I'm always in deep gratitude for my mum's love. So we've learned to be very caring towards other people from people in our families, like our mums, our aunties, who are always about taking care of our people. They cook for you, they clean for you, they do everything that they can do so that you don't have to do anything. All right. And I've seen majority of the women in my family, like they don't have this need to take care of themselves, or this want to take care of themselves because they feel like they don't need it. All right. And the impact of that is that when the kids all grow up, they go and do whatever they're doing, they suddenly got nobody, they feel like they don't have a sense of purpose and they don't have anyone else to take care of. Right? So now what do? And many become very depressed and anxious and worried, and they spend more time holding onto their grown-up children because it gives them a sense of purpose. All right. So why I want to talk about self-care today is because, especially with women who have got children, we spend a lot of our time taking care of the kids, putting them first, taking care of our husbands and our homes and our families and stuff like that. But whilst you might feel you don't need to do any self-care or take care of yourself, like you really do. All human beings have a need to self-love. Okay, if we don't love ourselves, we will only have a limited amount of love, energy and effort and time to give to other people. Okay, and at some point your cup will overflow. All right, and it happens. I've seen so many people get burnt out. I've seen so many people just burst, they're on a roll and they're constantly doing, and then they just don't know how to come back from that. And yeah, they do get burnt out and very, very tired and exhausted from their life. So I don't want that for you. All right. And it's something that I've had to really look at myself. Like when I was married, that's exactly what I was doing. I was all about my in-laws, my husband, my daughter, the home, the job. Like we do so many things. We get so much done in a day. And the last thing on the list will be us. All right. You, me. Okay. So I really got that. The more I take care of myself, the more in alignment I am with myself, the more energy I have for other people, the more love I have for other people, the more just time and energy I can give to other people and my relationships. Okay, because I'm relating to myself in a different way, right? I have a deep relationship with myself, and when you have a deep relationship with yourself, you will have deep connecting relationships with others. Little things that people say won't offend you. Every little things that people say won't make you angry or make you trigger you or whatever, because you know who you are and you're in alignment with yourself. So what is self-care? What are some of the things that we could be doing around self-care? Well, what I do is I have a routine that I have set up for myself, and the mornings are very, very sacred for me. All right. So I spend my morning, I wake up in the morning and the first thing I think about is, what am I grateful for today? And I start my morning with writing down my gratitudes. Okay. And I share them with a group of my friends on a WhatsApp group. And I get to read their gratitudes and be in their world. And also I get to share what I'm grateful for. And you might be thinking like, I'm running out of things to be grateful for, but it doesn't matter. Like it just, as long as you can create that grateful feeling, and the more you do it, the more things will show up for you to be grateful. All right. But it is a really, really great practice, because often we think about what we don't have in our lives rather than intentionally think about what we do want in our lives. All right. So take that on. That's one of the things that I do every morning is gratitude, and it has totally transformed my life. All right, so that's gratitude. And then I get up and I exercise. So I've got like an app that I follow an exercise routine with, and it doesn't need to be more than 15-20 minutes. All right, so keep it very, very simple, but exercise really puts this energy into our body, creates energy in our body. All right, and movement really helps us feel more emotions and connection to ourselves. All right, so exercise has really, really helped me. It's helped me get stronger, it's helped me become have more vitality within myself, and it definitely has given me more energy. So I do that every single day, 20 minutes a day, and then some stretching afterwards, and I really love starting my day with that level of energy. And then I do, so I'll have my shower, and then I will do my prayers, just because, I've always done prayers, and, it's a great way to connect again to my higher spirit, my higher self, and it really helps me become grounded. And my prayers are not about God giving me stuff, all right? So my prayers are more around being thankful for my life and being thankful for the things that I haven't received yet that I want to receive. Thankful for guidance, thankful for the grounding, and just really aligning to myself. All right, so those my prayers are just around more deeper level of gratitude. Once I've done my prayers, I then do my affirmations. So I have a list of affirmations that really help me live into the identity that I want to live into. All right, again, I've got this video that please do link into. It's about creating your identity. So we're often we get comfortable in the place that we're in, and we feel like actually there's more, and it's not about having more, it's just about being more. And when I say being more, it's because we want to feel fulfilled in our lives, we want to contribute, we want to make a difference in the world. And if that is something that you want to do, then affirmations will really help. Now, I'm not saying that you have to work towards constantly improving yourself. If you're happy where you are, then that's great. You could just create an affirmation of just up leveling yourself just that bit more. Maybe there's something there's an area in your life that you're not great at right now. All right, affirmations help you to get better. Like you might be not great at timekeeping, or you might not be great at or maybe you want to give something up. Maybe you want to give up some bad habits, right? Like maybe you want to give up smoking or drinking or whatever, right? So you could create an affirmation that I am always on time, I am always organized. You can create that as an affirmation. All right, so that can really help you to level up yourself. All right, so for me it helps me because I am constantly in the self-improvement stages of my life where I really want to be my best version so that I can help other people. So I create affirmations to help me live into my next level identities. Who is that Su Patel that's next level? All right, and those, and I say those out loud. Sometimes I say them in the mirror. I have a recording of those so that I can fall asleep listening to them, and it really just helps me stay present to who am I becoming every single day. All right, so that really helps me, my affirmations. And then of course meditation. Like this should be a non-negotiable for you. Meditation every single day. Start with a minute and then slowly increase. I do between 5 to 10 minutes a day, and it is really about you. It's not about you having a quiet mind, because your mind will never be quiet, right? It's about you just spending some time in silence, just being with your thoughts and being with your breath. Okay, if you want to know and learn more about meditation, do connect to my good friend Karen, Self-Care Karen's YouTube link. She's got some amazing meditations in there for everything that whatever area of life you want to work on. She has got a guided meditation around that. So please do connect to her link. It will be in the comments below. But meditation is really about you. Again, like I always say to my friends, right, is the best thing that you could do is to spend time with yourself. All right, give yourself the gift of spending time with you, right? Because we're so busy for everybody else. here, there, everything, doing things for everybody else, spending time with everybody else. But actually, you know what? The one person that you should be spending time with is yourself. All right. So for me, it's a really, really great way of reconnecting, grounding to myself, just being in the space of Su Patel, right? And what a gift. Okay. So really creating that for yourself as well. And then finally, a couple of things that I do around self-care as well is to make sure that I eat well, that I drink lots of water, because eating well is, again, eating nutritious food, and being intentional with your eating can really, give you that next level of energy. All right, rather than feeling tired in the afternoon or, you're feeling a bit sluggish or whatever, like good food will keep you on point all throughout the day. Okay, so I make sure also that I have a very protein rich meal plan, because protein really helps you build muscle, and being a vegetarian, for me, that's really, really important. Okay, I'm pretty much vegan in my diet, so I'm also making sure that you have get enough calcium, enough B12, so make sure that you're on top of your vitamins, because you can't get everything from the food that you eat, and if you just ate food all day to get the vitamins, then you will overeat on your calories, right? So it's really important to have a balance on what you eat. And then water, like, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but water is energy, right? And the energy that water can bring you is also abundance. Like, the more water you have in your body, the more you're in flow with the energies around you, all right? So really, if you don't drink enough water, start creating a habit of drinking lots of water, all right? So, that will really also start giving you a lot more energy and vitality as well. Oh, and I forgot to say actually that one of the things that really helps me live into my new life is visualizations. So I've shared on another video how to create a vision board, how to do visualizations, but oh my God, it's a game changer. Like, don't not do them, all right? So the best way to make sure you embed these habits here is by stacking your habits. So the way that I do it is I wake up, I do gratitude. All right, so that's a habit. So as soon as you wake up, you do your gratitudes. Then I exercise, brush my teeth, exercise. That's another stacked habit. Then I pray, affirmations, meditation, stacked together, yeah? And then I'll have breakfast, and I'll be looking at my vision board and giving energy to my vision board, and expressing the feeling the feelings of the life that I want to create. Okay, so I'm stacking things that I do every day to new habits. Like, that's how you can embed new habits. And even with drinking water, like I was never really great at drinking water, but now, like in the morning before I have my breakfast, I will make sure I've had 2 glasses of water before that. And then, like I'd go for an afternoon walk, I'll have another 2, one before and one after. And then in the evening, obviously, again, I have another walk and I have one before and after as well. And then obviously in between that, you have your teas and your coffees. It all counts. It's all made of water, right? So, just pump enough water into your body, all right? It's really, really great for you. And yeah, and just what I said there around, doing your steps and walking is really, really great, because you're out with nature. I've got a beautiful river close by, so it's just nice to be around the water. If you live by a forest or a park, get out there and be with the trees, and really just take in that natural energy and that natural natural vibe. All right, so those are my self-care routines. If you really want to level up, so those are just the basics that I do every single day, all right? They're my non-negotiables, okay? And then on top of that, I make sure, there's a couple of things that I love to do that is, next level. So things like getting a massage done, getting a manicure done, getting a pedicure done, and really, allowing yourself to be pampered. Again, many women don't allow themselves to be pampered because they feel like they don't need it, but you might not need it, but you know what? I bet you want it. All right. So it doesn't matter. Like, go and treat yourself to being pampered. All right. You will thank me for it later, for sure. Right. Because when I started this habit of, getting massages, massages are so healing as well. Like, they heal, like, any past traumas that you've been holding in your body, you know, it is very, very healing. Okay, so you know, go and find a really great massage therapist in your area and go and have that. I try and go at least once a month, and if I'm feeling, you know, super like I want to up level that, then I'll go, you know, twice a month. But it is something that is definitely a non-negotiable for me to level up my self-care. All right, so massage, you know, go and get a pedicure or a manicure done, go and get your hair done, you know, and allow yourself these things. Like, I just want to say, you know, in Indian culture, like, you know, women just never spent money on themselves, you know, and a lot of it is because of where they come from, right? So, you know, like my mom, my aunties, they've all come from India, and, you know, they didn't spend money on themselves because they needed to save money for the family to get food and, you know, to raise the kids and stuff like that. So the women sacrificed without even feeling like it was a sacrifice. They just didn't know that they needed it or wanted it, right? They didn't allow themselves to have that. We don't need to do that now, right? We can let all of that go, and we can allow ourselves to love ourselves and give ourselves the gifts of joy. You know, I get so much joy out of doing all of these things for myself. Like, it really does, you know, it's not the reason why I'm happy, but it does fill me with more joy in my life. All right, so take some of these things on and really start, you know, building your practice of self-care. It doesn't happen overnight if you're not used to doing it, but it is definitely something that, you know, I would recommend for all of my friends, all of my family, to start really working on your self-care, because you do matter. Okay, you really do. So thank you so much for being here with me this week. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. You know, it will just help us get to more people all over the world. And also, you know, I'm very, very, you know, for me, my purpose is to help as many people as I can, and I would love your support and contribution to access as many people as we can. So please do connect with my Facebook group, where, you know, I'll be showing up every week with a lot more value and content you know, to help you along your abundance journey. So thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you next week on the next video. Bye.